You can't be funny in fat. Only if you're like Melissa McCarthy. And even she lost a lot. Melissa McCarthy, she lost a heck of a lot of weight. Rebel Wilson, she lost a shitload of weight. She looked great, don't get me wrong. But I like her as a fat baby. I'm sorry, I do. I like her bigger. Adele. Adele's great looking, but I like the bigger Adele.
Me too. I could like resonate with her. It's like you are definitely going through some stuff and other things. She was just more welcoming, I think.
True, I agree. Yeah, so we all have our own problems. Oprah did it. Everybody, pretty much at Hollywood, because then you have to, have that certain look. If you want this role, you need this, and it's hard. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a man. I'm always gonna look, no matter how big, small, tiny, very, very voluptuous. I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna be a man. Because I love a woman. I'm not gonna, I'm never gonna say, oh no, you should have never did that, girl. I just know that there's complications. I'm just saying, you want to think about it, that's all.
It's funny, I know you actually used to go to Spa World, but now I go to King Spa like all the time now. And that's a new one because it just opened up, but I've been there a couple times already. But going to the Korean bathhouse or the bathhouses and spas in the women's section, everyone's naked, like you walk around. And I was like, I love it in the sense that it's so great to see all different body types. You know what I mean? Like, you can appreciate what you have. You can appreciate other women's bodies, whether big or small. Scars, boobs, no boobs, butt, no butt, you know what I mean? Just different shapes. I'm just sitting there like, I mean, not that I want to be a creeper staring at people. But it's like you glance or you're just looking around people, you can't help it. It's also like, wow, everyone's beautiful in their own regard. It's like, whatever you like, but it's just so many different body types that it's just, you can't just narrow it down to one and say this is the standard. Everyone's beautiful.
I'm a fan of everything. Right, I don't think I've ever turned anybody just because they were too big, too small. For me, because I know how hard it is to even talk to a woman. For men, we think it's easy. We try to make it look easy. It's not. We have to build up our confidence, but even if you are pretty well, it's still. Now, if the girl comes to you, then it's easy, right? I think I've always had an easier time just because I went to parties, I went to socializing, you know what I mean? So we all knew each other. It wasn't like I didn't know the girl. Oh, let me go talk. I would have been scared as shit. Like, I don't even know her. Like, what am I gonna say? So that's what I would deal with. But we already knew the girls who we grew up with. We never had to change up. We always grew up in the same area. We knew who so-and-so was. We knew all the cheerleaders. We knew even girls from other schools. Because we went to summer school. I was an idiot. I used to fail my class. But I can only imagine if I was a new kid at a new school. I'd be scared as shit. I'm like, wait a minute, that girl look good. It's a rebel. What am I gonna do? But see, you're easy to talk to. Most, that ain't so easy. And then you don't want to talk to them ever. And it's just a front, basically, because, they don't know who you are. They try to check you out, make sure you're about something. And if you ain't have the right clothes or gear, my mom wasn't rich. We didn't have the best clothes or shoes or anything. We faked it until we made it. We did. We made it. We didn't have the best of anything, and we still were popular. I never got bullied. I never had to worry about certain things that everybody else has to. Thank God. Until another 10 minutes or more. So that was pretty much our season. So that's the only reason I got moved up. So Kanisha, I told her the truth. And at first she was pissed. She was mad as a motherfucker because she was like, well, how am I going to tell my friends? And did it. So it was all about clout. But you know how high school, all we're dating somebody for is for clout. It ain't because sometimes it is for love. Sometimes it is for like, oh, I really like this person.
We're just getting fried.
Yeah, because she was a cheerleader. She was like head cheerleader. I don't know how the hell I got that. Okay. So a jacket really gets me on a jacket. But then that's how I've kind of figured out, like, in life, this is how it is. Like, either you can have money, clout, it'll get you everything. Yeah. It just will. And you can be the ugliest person in the fucking world. But you can have a baddest woman.
I mean, I love baby, don't get me wrong. But not cute. I'm sorry.
Oh, Biggie, Jay-Z.
Like, he's right here, like, for
Right,
real.
right,
But, like,
right,
no.
right. For Faye, that.
Also,
Faye is
come
not
on.
shit.
Oh, my gosh. Right. That
Faye's
is
still
ugly. I'm
bad.
sorry.
Right.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
You know how people say no offense, but like.
Right. Here we go. No offense, but offense.
No offense, but offense.
But no, it's true. It's no offense if it's true. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting, nah, nigga. How do you get hurt? Like, yeah.
But again, cloud money.
Look at Gal Gadot's husband. He's a producer though. But if you look at, he's a scrawny, skinny white guy, real tall. But I'm like, but you're Wonder Woman. You know Gal Gadot. You know.
Yes,
I mean,
I remember when I never heard. I'm just like, okay, well, to each his own. You know, love is love.
But remember her first Fast and Furious when her character name was Giselle. She was a little skinnier, but still gorgeous, still pretty. But I'm like, him, her. It just didn't make sense. But then I looked at his background. They showed on eHollywood because they showed them together for like the Hollies or whatever. I looked into his background. I'm like, okay, yeah, he owns this. He's a producer over here. So all the, yeah. If you're a producer, you're dating a producer, you can get anything you fucking want. Because you know all the other producers know other. Hey, put my wife in this role. Hey, show me. They all cut favors. They all do. Trust me. Because then it's future clout too. Because if that person takes off like Gal, like she did, oh my God, whoever put her on or allowed her, yeah, he's set. He gets a royalty off of her. Even if they divorce, he will still get paid off of her. Because she's a super. Every movie, because his name is he's the producer. That's why Clint Eastwood. Everybody's wondering like, why is he so old? He's still producing movies. He gets $30 million just for being a fucking producer. Just to sit behind a camera and say, hey, no, take 2, take 3. It's weird. Martin Scorsese, fucking Denzel Washington now finally, because they're all starting to realize like, wait a minute, it's way far more money in directing than there is in acting. I just get to sit here for $30 million, and that's on the low end. If you're fucking J.K. Rowling or Oprah, you could pay way more than that. Tyler Perry. That's why he acts and produces in it. Oh my God, he's got the best of both worlds. Acts and does his own fucking producing. He has his own studio. That's how rich he is. What other actor has their own studio in Atlanta or anywhere? I can't name one. He has his own fucking studio. Oprah doesn't even own her own studio. She has rights to like the own network, Oprah Winfrey Network, but she doesn't own everything. She owns a huge portion of it, yes. Even George Lucas, all the Star Wars movies, he still doesn't own Star Wars, like the technical side. He owns a license and a name, but he's still a billionaire, yes. But even he doesn't have royalties of everything. That's why it's good to have agency or ownership of every fucking thing. Your masters, or you're like in the rap game, how they say you own your publishing, you own your masters. And if you don't own those two, you really don't own shit. They're just paying you a fraction of money that they'll get paid for the rest of their life off of however many times your song gets played. The company makes shitloads of money because they own it, but you only make a fraction of it.